Hey, home seller, congratulations. Your property just went under contract. Yeah, wait. Oh, it's not time to celebrate yet. We've got to prepare for this home inspection. Stay tuned. So your home just went under contract, and before we can do a dance of celebration, we must get through this dreaded thing called the home inspection. So how do we prepare as a seller to get through this home inspection? The first thing that we want to do, even if the home is vacant, we want to make sure that we have the utilities on. That means that we're going to leave the electricity, the gas, if you have gas, not if you have gas. You got what I'm saying. And the water. We want to have these utilities on so that the home inspector that the buyer is going to have come in can do a thorough investigation. Now, before we even have the home inspection go through, make sure the electrical outlets and the sockets work. Go ahead and turn the faucets on and off just to make sure that we don't have any surprises, because I guarantee that $5 light switch that you can replace on a Wednesday afternoon, the buyer or the inspector might see that as a $70 item, and it could cause the buyer's head to explode. So we want to make sure we get that done ahead of time. Go and make sure that you have checked these smoke detectors or the carbon monoxide detectors to ensure that the batteries are fresh and that they're new and that they operate. And if you're going to have the ones that are plugged into the electrical outlets or the electrical source, just ensure those are working before that home inspector shows up. Now, this tip right here to prepare for the home inspection, it might cause you to look at me funny, but we're going to talk about the stove and the oven here for a moment. Make sure they are clean and empty so that when the home inspector turns them on and tests them, they aren't smoking or burning off the dust because you don't cook at home, or you have some boil over and some things spill on the eye or the surface of your flat top range. So those are going to be a couple of things that you want to make sure. We don't think about this. We know that the stove has that little smell from the macaroni, or the oven from Thanksgiving. We want to make sure that we've fixed that we've checked them, so that the buyer's inspector doesn't say, wait, we have an issue. Why does it smell like the house is going to burn down? And then you find out for sure that the smoke detector does work when it's going off during the home inspection. Another thing that we encourage all of our home sellers to do, those windows and doors that we rarely open, let's ensure that the mechanisms for the locks are working. Those sliding glass doors that are leading back to that beautiful backyard that we never go into, let's just make sure that those are oiled, that they're moving and gliding smoothly, because when the inspector comes, guess what he's going to do? He's opening every door. He is going to open the windows or see if there are any of the missing security sensors on those windows. So go ahead of time, well before even your home is on the market, especially before it's under contract, and do those couple of checks. On the day of, or a couple of days before the inspection takes place, you want to be sure to clear any debris around areas where you can anticipate the home inspector or the buyer going. Around the hot water heater or the AC units, maybe the attic access. Make it look and feel that it's easy for them to get to, so that it makes the home inspector more comfortable and therefore making the buyer feel more at ease. Also, if you have pets, this is a big one. If you aren't going to be taking the pets with you, make sure you cage or crate them or have them in some area where the home inspection can still take place throughout the entire property, even if the pets are going to be there. This is a very big deal, something that many homeowners forget about until they read the inspection report and say, well, we could not inspect rooms A, B, and C, or this part of the exterior because of the lack of accessibility due to the presence of our four-legged or furry family members. If you've had any repairs or renovations done, a really good tip for you would be to have any documentation or receipts or pamphlets or manuals, whatever you have, make those available. A good thing we like to do is leave those on the kitchen counter or the island for the buyer and the home inspector to see, so they can reference and go back and forth with, especially if this is a value add to the home. And finally, I am going to encourage you to plan to be away from home for 3 hours. Yes, 3 hours, so that there can be a thorough inspection done. A better thing to do besides being away for 3 hours is to have a pre-inspection done, so that you can have that inspection made available to the home inspector and the buyer when they're at the property. And during that 3 hours, you can go off and enjoy yourself, knowing that any items that they would have found or potentially found, you knew about, had them resolved, and now you look like a rock star seller. So if you are ready to get your property under contract so that this video will be of importance to you, I would absolutely love the opportunity to exceed your real estate expectations. And if you like this video, be sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so that you get the most relevant, accurate information right here as soon as we upload and share. Leave a comment. I would like to know, what is the tip that you take away, the best tip that you think to prepare for a home inspection after we go into contract and before we do our happy dance. So until the next time I see you or you see me, don't be average, be world renowned. Take care.